Hey, good morning, folks. So this is round two of testing for the container rain in the sea cans. So yesterday we did a check-in on this sea can every couple hours, and we noted that once the sun came up over, a lot of moisture in the container, and then the fan kicked in. And then over the course of the day, I think by 3 p.m., the fan had gotten rid of all the moisture that was hanging out in the ceiling of the sea can. So I said what I wanted to do was this sea can with the fan has the door ajar all night. And this sea can here, which is just a regular sea can, no extra openings, no fans, no nothing. And I left it ajar. So I'm going to crack them open this morning. Just see if there's any moisture inside, and then we'll start the test where I'll plug in the fan for this one, and we'll see what the stats are on the fan, and it'll probably start running because it is quite damp here. It's been foggy all morning, and pretty soon the sun's gonna come over the horizon and start to heat up the cans. So let's have a look inside. This is the container with the fan, and sure enough, yeah, lots and lots of moisture all the way down. A lot of moisture. And we're at the wood, and I don't see, once you get to wood, there's no moisture. Maybe it's because all the moisture's on the wood, I don't know. But no, the wood looks good. So there's lots of moisture that needs to get moved out. Wow, just kind of close that. And we'll go over to this one. And what's it like inside? I thought for sure there'd be moisture in here, but it's dry. Go figure. Maybe putting that fan in that other container was the wrong idea. Maybe it's just a matter of keeping the doors closed or open, because these were open all night. But, or maybe it's because the wood is in that container that there's moisture in that container and not in this one. I suppose we could do another experiment on another day where with wood in this container, we should put wood in this container and let it go for a day and then check them both and see what happens. Anyway, that's for another day. So we're going to plug in the fan and it's going to start doing its thing. And I'll check it probably at lunchtime, see how it's doing. Okay, so it's on, and it's reading 83% humidity inside. So you can see the fan is starting to ramp up now. Here we go. So it'll start drawing out moisture, and it'll keep doing that probably till early afternoon. That's about as long as it'll take to draw all that moisture out. All right, check in later. So we're checking in on this experiment number 2, I guess, with these shipping containers. We were busy all day with deliveries, so I never got to come back and do a spot check. But I do remember seeing at 12 o'clock when we were driving by with the truck that the fan was closed. That means that the moisture content, it was recording at 50% or less. So by noontime, it had taken care of all the moisture that was inside. So right now it's about 4:30, and the moisture reading from the machine says 43%, and it's quite warm in there, 92 degrees Fahrenheit. Sun's been The sun's been like this, the sky's been like this for most of the day. We'll just take a peek in here and see what it's like. Yeah, toasty warm. So, yeah, there's no, you can see the wood staying nice and dry. If it was really damp in here, the cracks would close up. The ends of the wood being so dry that it would absorb that moisture and the cracks would close up. But it's no moisture, so the cracks are open. And then over on this container, I fully expect it's going to be just warm in here. Yeah, it's warmer still. I'd say it's at least a good 10 degrees. I should find if I have a remote thermometer and see what the temperature would be. But yeah, there you have it. I think that concludes that experiment. Having the door cracked open on this one, when I checked this morning there was no moisture in it, but there was moisture in this one. So it's the airflow through this container that's drawing in the moisture. So now what I'd like to do is, as I mentioned in a previous video, if we can get the kiln unloaded, and if the wood hangs around long enough, we can get it in this container. So we can have some wood in this one, some wood in this one, and then keep the doors cracked on both, and then see if there's any moisture. We know there's going to be moisture in this one. We'll see if there's going to be any kind of moisture in the ceiling of this container. I don't know, there might be. I think a lot of it has to do with airflow. So if that's the case, then if you don't want container rain, button up your can. So yeah, we'll try that next. Get some wood in this container and see if we have any kind of container rain show up in this one. After that, I think our next little experiment is probably going to be filling this container and putting in a dehumidifier and then plugging it up tight and then letting the dehumidifier run, and we'll record how much water comes out of it and go from there. See what happens. All right. Have a good one.